They really want to drag this game.
They do.
Why would she write that?
But if you want to get to the absolute truth
with a certain someone.
Yeah.
without any plot holes.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No.
Very well then.
The option. You can put an option there. No. Game over.
Game over. You didn't listen to Celeste.
You don't want to listen to Celeste. You all died.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Sayaka.
Yeah, okay.
To come to, it specifically says my room.
What?
Okay, so they switched the nameplates too.
Someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
They switched nameplates.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was in.
You want to try that?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Sweet?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
So there's no point.
The nameplate on Sayaka's room
Well, she didn't
actually
know.
had Makoto's name.
Like, no one else knew but like
And the
Kyoko and...
nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates
That's
would
such
be
a
no
coincidence.
problem.
Ugh.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Killer. Oh, fuck. It had to be, actually had to be
yeah.
Sayaka. She was the only one who knew. Oops. Oh no, not a perfect run anymore on the first trial.
Aww.
Why was it
Me.
me?
I got it!
Oops. Wasn't paying
Me and
attention.
Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah. I forgot.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yeah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room.
What do you think she wanted to do?
Switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who.
You goddamn
You goddamn
idiot.
idiot.
Sayaka fought with
Sayaka.
Sayaka.
in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Initio.
I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Right.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It it seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because there was some gold dust on it.
There was some gold dust on it. Because
I can't believe they don't give you the option to like,
when you look, there's no doubt. Do I just have to show it? I'll just show it.
Oh wow, okay.
I got my health back.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen.
Glittery.
There's something
Some
glittery there.
glit.
See?
Glit.
Is
Gold.
that
That
gold?
gold.
It's gold.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
She got smacked with it.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Happened in my room. We'll let the sack is dead. That's what we need to make clear.
No. Ugh.
Let's hope it's not. I don't think they put it in. Oh, there. Now we get multiple. Ugh. Now I don't even remember how to switch.
I think it's L.
I think it's L.
When the fighting
Yeah.
broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword,
Oh, I think it's...
and that's when the first
she.
blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed.
No, that one.
For the, oh shit.
That one! Ah!
Took that from her.
Sorry. Sorry.
Ooh, her hair is yellow.
And that's exactly
Some weird
what
tint.
happened.
Okay, we'll get a hint here.
Yeah.
If the person
it's
with
not
the sword really
knife.
did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain
Yeah.
part of the sword got damaged. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the sheath.
Okay. So,
When the fighting
Ha.
And that's when the first sword
based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's
who
wrist.
said it? Oh, she said it.
Tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen.
Oh!
Hidden away.
They get mad.
Wait, but she didn't grab the knife. Did she? I don't know. Now I'm confused.
She had the knife.
Kitchen knife, okay.
Because she had the knife.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Wait, that one might be.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
But the,
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit
I'm
took that from her
confused.
too.
And they
I don't know what.
no, so the killer
And that's
took the
exactly what
sword
happened.
and tried to hit her first.
Right.
No. Yeah, apparently from what this is saying. And then she tried to
Isn't
come
that
back
how
with the
certain-
knife and got that taken away from her and got stabbed.
When the
Okay,
fighting
so-
broke out,
The culprit grabbed the sword.
and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak
I
attack.
feel like that's it, but I don't know what goes with it.
Try everything.
We're gonna be like that?
Yeah, we're gonna just trial and error.
Back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Wait,
Culprit took that from her too.
okay, just press
and they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what.
That's exactly what happened. Okay, if the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got
the
damaged.
sheath.
But that's not part of the sword.
When the fighting broke out,
Well, what else is part
Well,
of the
hang on.
sword?
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first
Okay, the
blow
only
was dealt.
option is what he says next.
Sword-based sneak attack.
No, okay.
But that was.
I have absolutely no idea. Ugh.
No, the shit.
When the
Okay.
fighting broke out, the culprit
Try it
grabbed the
for-
sword.
Try that.
That's when
Try
the first blow
the
was
sword-based thingy, whatever, for that. Try that.
Sword-based sneak attack.
There
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We did it for the wrong one, but we
did it
found
for
the
the
right clue. I always hate that.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
We're not.
Because
the
this,
sword
yeah,
sheath
this,
is-
Exactly.
but then why they put the sheet there too?
See? There's a gash in it. Like
Oh wait,
someone
that's
cut
what we
into it
picked. I
with
forgot.
something sharp.
Yeah.
I feel stupid. Oops.
You mean like the kitchen?
It's been a
knife?
long day.
That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead.
Slow
Slow
down.
down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Yeah, so that means she had to have attacked
If you were going
first.
to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
So that must mean that they blocked the knife with it first.
If they got attacked with the kitchen
So
knife,
guess what that
maybe
means?
they grabbed the sword
She
with a
attacked
defensive
first.
Impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked
Yeah.
first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
But Sayaka had the knife
So
the
she
entire
grabbed the
time,
sword
though,
to defend
didn't she?
herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
How do you defend yourself with a knife?
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't
Yeah.
think Sayaka used the
Yeah, I
sword
don't
to
think she
defend
did
herself.
either.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Fingers?
Yeah, because the gold stuff comes off.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be on. Okay, it was supposed to be comes off her hands. Okay. Her palms. Got it.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Why couldn't we? Why couldn't you be as? Why couldn't we all be as smart with the other thing we just had a problem with?
So I don't think she ever picked up
Because
the
we
sword.
assumed that someone had taken the sword out, hit her with it, and she tried to block with the sheath.
Like I said
But the
before,
person with the sword should have had the.
on that
Unless you
sword
say she
comes right
ducked
off.
over,
All you
did
have to do is touch it.
a roll, and then grabbed the sheath.
If you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands.
So
after she
intense.
escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Because you think I'm ugly? She has some issues.
She does have some issues. There's no way so I could watch the gold because
She's dead.
she was already dead. Oh right, the water was
Oh,
off.
the water was off.
Okay, so the water does turn off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at
She had like 2 hours to
and the
herself,
water in the bathroom
or
shuts
3
off at
hours to
nighttime,
herself in that
right?
right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my!
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure whether to take
What?
that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then
She
that
had the
means
knife.
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That the attack started with.
She attacked first.
person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first
Was
was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Not nearly as innocent.
She's not. She wanted to kill
She wasn't a
someone.
blameless victim in this.
Yeah, she wasn't a blameless victim.
Good actress.
Almost as if
Yeah, she was an
she'd
idol.
been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Whoa.
Whoa.
She took the knife from
His
the kitchen,
face.
then invited the culprit to the
I
room she
can't
was staying
believe
in.
it, my angel was
And if
trying
it's
to
true
kill
that she had
someone.
the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, was the one who suggested
Sayaka.
you to switch rooms, correct?
Ah,
Maybe
it's okay.
the reason she wanted to switch
rooms
was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility. Is it
Oh my
not?
god.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplate.
And she wanted to blame him.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that
This is so elaborate.
Well, that's how, like, if you wanted to try get away with a crime, then you have to make it elaborate like this.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would
Because if you get found out, you die.
Yep.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Cover it up like your life is on the line, because it is.
A little risky. For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Or even more likely to be.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned?
Yeah, she did. Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Oh no, man, just believe it!
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally...
Yeah, you tell him, Monokuma.
Tell him.
You're being
Yeah!
boring right
I
now.
know.
Come on,
Hurry up and decide who did it.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out?
There's a timer.
There's a legit timer for things.
Decide who we think did it.
And then this is just because he's getting bored.
Makoto, right now you just
And
need
I
to
already know who
concentrate
did
on
it,
figuring
so...
out the answer to this
Oh.
mystery.
I played this game
If we
before.
can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over.
Well, I
for
didn't
all of
finish
us.
it, but I already know who... I spoiled myself. I'm committed to find out who the killer is, but what can I do? What can I do? As far as clues go, there's nothing left. Thanks for telling us that right before we get into a non-stop debate. A dying message. It's the only one. Okay, everyone, we need to think.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Put your tablets down.
You want to get that one? That one.
Very well.
Oh!
Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point.
No, the other one.
It didn't want that one either.
It didn't do anything.
Shoot.
It did. I hit it and it just went red and faded away.
I know, but it didn't do the shoot.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who
Which is
did it.
weird, so maybe I should do it
But there
again.
just aren't any more clues.
That one. Yeah.
How come it didn't work before? I hit
Because
it
you
before.
did it too late. You did it right when it was about to transition.
That's not fair!
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what?
Dining?
The dying message.
She's...
She
No,
wrote something
come
on the
on,
wall
man.
behind her. Remember? 1 1
One.
0,
Why are you saying this so
7.
slow?
Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far
Oh,
into
damn
that,
it. What do you want now?
can we really be sure that Sayaka
Yeah.
is the one who wrote it?
She is.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the
It
message.
doesn't even look. It just looks like.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
What does it mean?
But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Now, whose name do you see in there?
037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
That's okay.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
I want that tie.
What color, though?
It's the same one.
The same one?
Numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1.
There's like a little gray area in between.
Also read it as an N.
Like an N, yeah.
Finally just said something worth it.
Neil. Sure. Neil was the one who killed her. Our missing 16th student.
But even if that really is an N, N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's no use.
N-O-E-L.
I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and did it.
Well, do you really want to debate it?
Whose name did she write?
Yeah. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it's crystal clear.